What's going on? You were hanging out with Death Count here to talk about my experiences at the Toronto FanExpo Canada 2016. This card I got for the Frank Miller experience on Saturday, and what an experience it was. Wow. What I got for the fan experience, it costs $100 Canadian money, and what you get is a guaranteed meeting with Frank where he will sign something. I didn't know how many things you can get signed, but I'll get to that. They gave you a poster, a very exclusive poster. They gave you seating at the panel, which I wasn't able to attend, which I'll tell you why. And they gave you this card. So, pretty cool, right? So let's get to the stuff. I'm going to start out with something really, really fucking cool I got at FanExpo. And it is, I got Frank Miller to sign. Let me get this camera steady. Got Frank to sign. Year 1. You can see. Part 1. And The Dark Knight Returns, Book 1. Got Frank to sign it. And I feel like I'm so complete, man. Like, of course I want to get Book 2, 3, and 4, and same thing here, but having Book 1 of each is, you know, like, I'll be happy if I never meet him again, which I do want to meet him again, but now that I got these two, pretty damn good. I already have a few other things. I have some DK3 books signed by Frank, and some hardcover stuff, some old school Dark Knight Returns Frank Miller signed things. So I got a few things, but these two is it, man. Like, this is, you know, this is what you need as a Frank Miller fan. Know what I mean? So, very happy to have these. Of course. You know, pretty clean. Pretty fucking clean. And I framed them in the same fucking frame. So, awesome. Let's move on to something else. I met Christopher Lloyd. I already had this 8x10 signed by Michael J. Fox, as you can see. Right there. It's kind of bluish purple. And meeting Christopher Lloyd was excellent. Such a big fan, grew up on him. You know him as Doc Brown, of course, which he also wrote. Christopher Lloyd Doc here, but big fan. Him even on the TV show Taxi. Him as Uncle Fester, just such a huge fan. And he was such a nice guy, man. Like, he looks you in the face and feels like you could just talk with him, and he's down to talk. You know what I mean? Very nice guy. So happy to finally meet him. Let me move on to something else, even different from that. Here I have Greg Capullo dedicated and signed page from Batman number 15. Some of you guys are probably wondering, what the fuck, man? How the fuck do you have this? Okay, so let me tell you about what I did. I always wanted a Greg Capullo page, right? If you go into his website, you can buy him, but I can't afford it, dude. I really cannot. They are, like, Batman pages start at, like, what, I think 1,000. And if you want Batman in the page, it's, I don't know, it's like 1,500 or something. But for something like this that you were to buy, it's probably going to be up, like, I don't know, 15,000. Maybe, I don't even know, like, extremely expensive. I can never fucking afford it. So what I did was I found a high-res picture, and I had it made myself. Right? And I'm not trying to play it off as it's real. I'm not trying to trick people. I see it as a poster. You know, I love Greg Capullo's pencils. I love Greg pencils. And they don't make Greg Capullo pencils posters. So I made it myself. And it came out pretty good. And when I showed it to Greg, he thought it was pretty cool too. We have a relationship now. I guess he recognizes me. And it's really cool that he does know me. I got so much of his fucking artwork tattooed on me, so he knows me by now. He signed to Big John, Greg Capullo, and he thought that what I did was pretty cool. So, very, very nice. It's not original, but for me, it's all about the art. You know what I mean? So, I'm happy to have this. Let me slide this stuff over. Make room for some of the other stuff. Don't want to make too big of a mess. Very gentle. Okay, what am I going to show you next? I'll go over here. Okay. Check out this The Exorcist poster signed by Linda Blair. She was cool. Got to meet her. She wrote, "To John, sweet dreams." Linda Blair, "Sweet dreams" is a quote she's been writing for years and years and years. She loves to sign it with "Sweet dreams." So very cool. Very cool. Love this poster. Had it made because the original one I couldn't find on eBay, and honestly, it would probably be so much fucking money. And look at those green eyes. So I had it made myself. Beautiful. Such a big fan. So awesome to have. You slide this baby over. Now we're going back to Frank Miller. Are you ready? Like I said, like Greg Capullo, I love pencils. I love pages. Can't afford them though. So I had this made. From the cover of The Dark Knight Triumphant. See here. Dark Knight 2 cover. Love Frank Miller's fucking art. And I know I said pencils, like this has some ink, but this was the high res closest thing to it that I was able to find. So I showed this to Frank, and he thought it was awesome that I had it made too. He signed it right there. And came out awesome, man. Can't wait to hang this up. Such a fucking fan of Frank, so it means a lot. Let me slide this over. The next poster is very special. And what's interesting, I can say before I even start, is usually I just get comic book signs. But I really wanted to change it up because I got so many books signed by random people. And when you get books signed, you bring them home and you could frame it, but most of the times they go back in your long boxes or in your drawers and you never see it. So I want to start getting posters done. Right, so here I got this Beware the Grey Ghost poster from Batman the Animated Series. It's such a beautiful poster. I saw it on eBay. It was like close to $200. I was like, you know what? Why pay when I could just make it myself? Right? All the money I saved from not buying original shit like this, all the money I saved, I was able to meet all of these people. Because meeting people like Adam West and Conroy and Mark Hamill and all these people are very expensive. So if I find a way to save money, especially being a family man, I'll do it. You know, of course I would love to have the original stuff, but fuck it, man. Like, I still have the image, and it's all about the art. So let me show you this poster. Where the Grey Ghost, if you guys remember, Adam West voiced the Grey Ghost. So being that Conroy and Adam West was going to be at the Toronto FanExpo, thought it was a perfect opportunity. Here, Kevin Conroy signed it. To John, I am Batman Kevin Conroy. And what was very special about getting Adam West to sign it was I was told by the handler, and many times I heard, Adam West doesn't sign anything besides his name or whatever your name is, whatever he's dedicating it to. And when I asked him if he could sign Grey Ghost, the handler said, Adam West doesn't do that. But Adam West loved the poster, and he told me that he loved portraying the Grey Ghost, so he didn't mind signing it. So if you look, he signed it in bronze. To John, Adam West, Grey Ghost. Very cool. And I can't say if it's true or not because I was told, but the handler said that for all the years that he was with Adam West, he never saw it. Adam West signed Grey Ghost. You know, that Adam West never actually written Grey Ghost on someone else's stuff. So he said it was very special for me to have it. So, but I already knew that, right? So here's the Grey Ghost poster. Legendary. Let me move on.